wife got a big G-Wagon, I don't mind shit.
Welcome to my channel. You clicked on this video because yeah, you want to know how to beat your face, you want to see what techniques I use, or you just want to watch me get cute. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I promise y'all I'm gonna start posting on Sundays and Wednesdays. I'm gonna start pushing out the makeup videos, trying different techniques, the clothing videos, the hauls, the fashion lookbooks, whatever. Like I'm ready to get it going because I really want 10K by the end of the year. So yeah, we got a long ways to go, but baby, I'm going to get there. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like and comment. That helps push my video out, and let's get right into this video. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and pin my hair back. Then I'm going to start with this e.l.f. primer. I actually used on my niece for prom, but I ended up falling in love with it. Ladies, you have to moisturize your face. Make sure that you have an even layer throughout your skin. I love that this e.l.f. primer is tacky, so my makeup clings to it for like an all-day wear. Next, I'm going again with this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. It's very fine, just so you can create those hair-like strokes. I'm going to first start by outlining the bottom of my brow. And again, you want this to be like a guide for when you go in and add your concealer, just so you're not out there freeballing without lining, you know. And then I'm gonna line the top of my brow and just do it to your liking. I kind of like the boxy look on the end of my eyebrows, so I went and added that in. I did literally wax off my dang brows trying to do it on my own, so I'm filling them in a lot, but usually I don't have to do that. When you get to the front of your brows, like towards the middle of your nose, you want to brush up with light strokes to create that hair-like look, and just so you don't create a boxy look in the front of your brow. I'm then going to go ahead and brush those out just to blend and make sure, you know, it's all just looking right. Next, I'm going to use this brow wax. It honestly reminds me of Glam, but it's like a brow freeze by Anastasia, and it just holds my brows in place. When I'm done applying this, it is going to look a bit shiny and like glazed down, like giving glazed donut, but that does like wear down after my makeup is finished. Then I'm going to use the other side to go ahead and literally slick those brows down for a nice sleek hold type look. My brows are super thick, so I think they don't really stay like this, but this has been the best so far that has held my brows in place. Also the e.l.f. one, e.l.f. has a brand that has actually held my brows in very well as well. And then I'm going to just style that brow to my liking. Again, I like it boxed out kind of on the corner, and I don't like it round. And then I'm just gonna wipe those extras off. And see, it's giving glazed donut, but it's gonna be cute when I'm done. Watch. I also did go back in and fill in with my eyebrow pencil just on the spots that kind of got a little light due to the brow freeze. When I tell you this is the best foundation I've ever used, like I stand. So I'm going to go in with the same color I conceal and highlight with for my underbrow, just to make it a little bright under my brow. And then for the top, I'm going to go in with my regular foundation that actually matches my skin, just because I don't like the halo look. I'm going to bring that down into my lid just so I don't have that crisp blunt line. And be sure to be using like a flat blunt end brush like I am using, just so your line is very neat and crisp, and it gives you that, yeah, I just went to the MUA type look. And again, bring that down into your lid just to create that seamless look. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. This is a stipple brush. Next, I'm going to go in with, look at the bottle, y'all. Like, the bottle is so cute. So the reason why I outline the top with the darker shade is because, again, we are no longer doing the halo around the brows, like, no. So this makes your brow crisp at the top without giving that halo look. I take my time on my brows because, again, I want my look to be snatched, and you cannot rush a masterpiece. And please, please, please do not start at the front of your brow. Start where I am starting at, just so you don't be given box Chevy. I don't have super bad skin, so little goes a long way. But again, this foundation is buildable and it's full coverage, so I can build if I need to. But again, I use very minimal. So this is a stippling brush. I do not swipe my foundation. I just tap, 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 literally until it's blended out. Ladies and gents, be sure to blend up under your jawbone, your neckline, in your hairline, your edges. You can wash the makeup out later. You do not want people to see a line where your makeup starts. So please take your time in blending that all out. So next I'm going to go in with my highlight. You want to be using 1 or 2 shades above your regular skin tone. I basically do the reverse contour where you contour the outline, the outside of your nose like I'm doing here. And then I'm going to go back in a little later, but I'll detail on that. But this is how I do my concealer. And then I go ahead and do the edge of my eye going up, because I like to have a super snatched eye type snatched face look, and I want my face to be snatched up. This is another stipple brush. I like to stipple instead of using a sponge because the sponge picks up a lot of your product. So with this method that I learned from another makeup artist, you have most of your product you put down still there, and it just, I don't know, the effect is better to me. I think my makeup looks amazing when I do it this way. So you want to be blending out that line, that harsh line on the nose, and then blending under your eye. Look up to get the creases under your eye, and then blend out on your cheekbone. And take your time. If you want flawless makeup, you have to take your time. Until you get really good at doing your makeup, it's gonna take time. I think it still takes me like 30 minutes to do mine, so just take your time. So now I'm going in with this sponge to blend out this line, and make sure to wet your sponge before you use it. It just creates a better, I don't know, it just blends better. And then I'm gonna go in on my cheekbone and blend out that line, but I'm not going to actually touch under my eye. Next, I'm going to start my highlight on my forehead and my nose, and then I'm going to do a little bit on my upper lip, and then literally right under my bottom lip. And again, not too much on the chin. You do not want it to be looking like you have a super strong and long chin, so just a little bit. Then I'm going to blend that out with my sponge. I don't like to look super bright in those areas, so that's why I don't care to use my sponge at this point. Yeah. And take your time when blending it out on the forehead, because you do not want a super like noticeable contour. You want it to be seamless. So again, the times where I'm showing y'all constantly where I'm taking my time, those are the parts of your face you do want to take your time on. And if you do like dewy looks or dewy makeup looks, you don't have to do this next step, but I do go on with this translucent powder, and I literally line my nose like I did my concealer and just pat that on out. I really love how this powder doesn't give you a white cast. It also passes the flash test. And I'm going to go in and place that powder literally everywhere I went in and highlighted. The purpose of setting powder is to prevent creases and cracks. Also, it just stops from getting super oily throughout the day. I'm now going in with my sponge just to press that powder into my skin. Again, this is key. And that's why it's called translucent powder, because it literally is like just like a super clear type powder. You can put it over any part of your face and it just blends into that color. Next, I'm going in with this Fenty bronzer. I love, love, love Mocha Mommy Honey. It creates that warm skin, like warm look, sun-kissed look. You want to be doing it literally on your cheekbone and then in your forehead and then come down into your cheekbone. And I build with this bronzer, so I start with a little bit and then I just add more and add more if I want to create a darker or more dramatic effect. I'm then going to go in with this Morphe palette contour color and go ahead and contour my cheekbones. Sometimes I do this before my bronzer, sometimes I do this after, it doesn't matter. But this specifically you're only going to use on your cheekbone. And you don't want to drag it too much down past your cheekbone line or into your face. And again, the same with the bronzer. You can build as you go, so do not pick up a whole bunch of product on your first run through. Just build as you go. And I ended up going back in with some more bronzer just because I wanted a more dramatic look, so I added on top of that. I'm going back in with my sponge or beauty blender just to go ahead and blend out that bronzer on my forehead. Hey. And next I'm going to set my actual face with Hazelnut Pro Filter Fenty, and this is a color that matches my skin tone. You want to be setting your whole face with a color that is actually your skin tone. So I'm just taking that up my contour line just to clean that up, and then I'm just going to brush that off. This setting powder I love because I can literally swipe my white shirt or swipe with my finger and I won't pick up any products or makeup or anything. So I really do love this setting powder. Your makeup will literally be in place all day, honey, for real. Now I'm just blending out that sharp line. I don't really like that look, so now I'm going to go in with that blush from the Morphe palette. I love blush. I do put it under my eye as well as on my cheekbone, just because I like to look super rosy and happy. I don't know. Now I'm going to contour my nose with this bronzing color in the palette. Basically, I'm outlining where I've already highlighted and making like a circle around the tip of my nose for like a button nose type look. You can get creative with this and decide, you know, the way you like your nose to look, but this is the main gist of contouring your nose. I'm going to go in with that same color and take it all the way up my nose into my eyelid. Sometimes I like to just do this just to create a different effect up there. And adding powder up there just prevents creasing. Now I'm gonna go in with the Morphe setting spray. I love this stuff and it smells so good. Fan me off. I'm hot, hot, hot. Now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Mean Money highlighter. They need to sponsor me. I love Fenty products. I tap. I do not drag my brush. I just tap, 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 because I don't want a super blunt line of highlight. And then I'm going to add some of that highlight to my brow. I usually don't do this, but I don't know, today I felt like doing it, so I'm going to add it onto the brow line, just literally on the edge of the brow, well, where your arch is. I guess I was feeling it today because, honey, I even added it in my tear duct, and I usually don't even do that. Then I just lightly tap my nose in the bridge of my nose. I don't pick up a lot of product on that, but just lightly, faintly. Now I'm going in with some mascara. This is some Maybelline Volume something. I'll tag it below because I forgot to show the product. But I've been using this for a while. I actually quit using waterproof because it's just so hard to get off. If I'm looking for a super dramatic look, then I'll go ahead and let that dry and then add on another coat of it. But today I just went with one light layer. This is MAC Chestnut Lip Pencil. I love this. I need to get another one. It literally goes with so many lip colors. But I do overline just a tad bit. Not too much, not too much. I can't really give any advice on overlining your lips. You just literally overline a tad bit, bring that around town, and then really just add any color on the inside that you would like. I did end up taking that in a little too much, so I did wipe some off. And then I added the Remedy by Ari. I forgot the name, but I'll have it linked below. But I love this stuff. Super pigmented, and I just want to tone this down a little bit. Thank y'all for watching this video through to the end. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. If you want more makeup tutorials, definitely subscribe and like my video. I will not know if this is what y'all want to see if y'all do not like my video, so go ahead and like my video. And yes, this is the look. I love it. This is my go-to. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye. So let's get into how to wash your makeup brushes. The best way to wash your makeup brushes. I'm embarrassed on how dirty my brushes are. Like, this is beyond me. Like, it's giving contact dermatitis. Like, Tiana, do better. Do better. But anywho, I'm going to be using Real Techniques cleansing brush palette. It's just this silicone like palette thing. I'm going to show y'all how I actually do it. This little set comes with a brush cleansing gel, and it was about, I think it was $9.99. I'm not going to use the cleansing gel. I'm going to use this Dawn dish soap. A makeup artist that I really love uses Dawn dish soap, so I'm going to do the same. So this little silicone thing was not sticking to my sink properly. I don't know what was going on, but you want to put that soap on there, wet your brush, and then literally just lather that soap up and scrub, rinse and scrub until that water is just running. The water in the soap is running white or whatever, or clear. So I'm just rinsing it off, and then that is the finished product. Here's another brush. Just look how dirty that soap is. Like, yuck. And I was putting that on my face. So I'm just gonna scrub until that soap is literally like white, and keep rinsing and scrubbing. And then I ended up cleaning my eyebrow brush that I use my brow wax with, which is coming up, yes, right here. So yeah, here is them all clean, looking pretty. I thought I needed new brushes. That was not the case at all. I love these brushes so much. I've had these brushes for about like a year to a year and a half. Definitely like a year and a half. So I'm glad I, ended up washing them, because I was just gonna throw them out and re-up, but they're basically brand new right now. So let me know what's normal for women that do their makeup regularly. How often do y'all wash your brushes? Thank you for always watching my channel. Hey, to my newbies, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, I will catch you on the next video. Bye.